Hallo liebe PC Games Hardware-Leser. Beim letzten Termin bin ich jetzt hier bei Caseking und habe mir hier ein sehr nettes Transportmittel gesichert. Und wir sehen hier gleich zur Linken so einen schönen PC. Was es damit auf sich hat, das erfahrt ihr jetzt. Danke! So, liebe Leser, jetzt sind wir hier bei dem PC, dem ganz besonderen. Und es ist nicht nur ein ganz besonderer PC, auch derjenige, der ihn gebaut hat, ist ganz besonders. Das ist nämlich ein alter Bekannter, das ist der Ian 8-Pack. Den habt ihr schon mal kennengelernt, der war schon mal bei uns im Testlabor und hat was vorgestellt. So, und dann werde ich ihn jetzt mal fragen, was er denn da wieder Schönes zusammengezimmert hat. So, Ian, what is this? What have you done? So, what have you built? It looks interesting, not just interesting, it looks marvelous. So, explain what's in there. What is it?
Well, this is my new flagship system, which will be launched at the end of September stroke early October. It's called Orion-X, and the idea of it really is to put two very high power systems in one case, give them the best cooling and the highest possible overclock, and obviously an absolute fabulous modded look to the system. So we've got, within the case there's two systems. The big system at the top of the case is X99 based. It's got a 6950X CPU, which I've overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz. It's got 64 gig of Corsair memory, running in quad channel in the Asus Anniversary Rampage 5 motherboard. The cards are three 1080 Strix GPUs, and they're overclocked to over 2100 on each core. And also within that top system, X99 base, we've got Intel NVMe PCI Express storage, which is incredibly fast. Okay, so that's the top system, and that's all being cooled here by the grey loop and silver loop. As you can see, the coolant moving in the tubes. And what you can also see is the pass-through up the side here, and in the base of the case also is ferrying the coolant very efficiently around to all the components. So it gives that outstanding look. You can see it moving in the tubes, and also it's working very efficiently to get rid of the heat out of the system when it's overclocked.
So have you really experienced that it's better to have the different circulations? So one for the card, one for the CPU, and one for the SSDs?
Yeah, of course, that allows you to tailor the cooling for each individual component. The CPU and SSD obviously is putting out a lot less heat than the graphics cards, so you can give the graphics cards more radiator space, and also the flow rate as well. You can keep nice and high to the CPU and PCI Express, because there's less components in the loop too.
And of course, the visuals are brilliant. So really, it looks like.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's designed to look like nothing that anyone's ever seen before, with the fluid being pushed through every part of the case, being on view to the customer or the person who wants to look at the system. And also, it's the first system ever to have such a very high-powered system in the base of the case too, on the ITX. We've got a Z170 impact there with Corsair memory, like 16 gig, 3466 memory, and Skylake 6700K CPU overclocked to 4.8 gigahertz.
So you told me before that you are about to replace those cards for a Titan X. Is that true?
Yeah, we're going to go with 3 Titan X in Tri-SLI. I was testing this yesterday, and the 3 cards are working great now on the latest drivers in SLI. So yeah, I'll push those next. Yeah.
So good thing you say I've tested it. So you still do these ways of testing, like selecting and once again testing and selecting?
Always, yeah. Always binning of the CPUs to find the best CPUs, checking the compatibility of the memory, checking the compatibility and the order of the graphics cards in terms of boost clocks and so on, ASIC quality. All this is influencing which cards we pick and how they're placed within the system. Yeah.
Okay, so the $1 million question, of course, the price. And have you already a customer, or is it still a concept? Or
at the moment, it's still a concept, but we have customers who are very interested to buy, maybe 4 or 5 customers in total. The price of the system as it stands here is about 20,000 UK pounds.
Like a new car, but It's an Ian 8-pack PC, of course. That's the more value.
I mean, this is the pinnacle as far as we can see of what can be done currently with the hardware available, and also to get their crazy visuals too. You know, you're combining the most extravagant modding with the highest end hardware, and this is what we came up with.
Okay, thank you, Ian. You've once again proved you're very capable of designing and building and even showcase systems.
Of course, this is a showcase also, yeah.
But it's a very powerful system too, but
yeah, of course.
Expensive, of course, as well. But thank you anyway.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
So, jetzt wisst ihr also, wo ihr euer Geld lassen könnt, wenn ihr mal ein bisschen gespart habt. Das ist es auf jeden Fall wert. Wie gesagt, der Ian steht für Power, gute Optik, super Leistung, also feine Sache.